Good afternoon, Word of Grace and Internet family. Welcome to today's edition of 5 Minutes of Encouragement. As usual, the scriptures that I reference during this talk will be in the description box of this video. I ask that you both like and share this. Hashtag 5 Minutes of Encouragement. Family, today we're continuing the same thing we talked about yesterday, being Resurrection Sunday. And I wanted to look at it from a different standpoint. Normally we look at it from the standpoint of Jesus' suffering, which we are so thankful for. But yesterday I wanted to look at it as to how the Father was looking at it and what he did to end it. And there's a beautiful picture of this in Hebrews 1, starting in verse 5. That's where we'll pick up, and I'll put that on the screen now. For God has never said to any angel what he said to Jesus. You are my favored son. Today I have fathered you. And this, I will be the father to him, and he will be the son to me. And we're stopping right there because I wanted you to look at one word in that section of sentence, or that sentence right there. And that word is this. He says, today I have begotten you. I want to come back to that just a second, but we'll put the rest of the verses up now. And again, when he brought his firstborn son into the world, he said, let all my angels bow down before him and kiss him in worship. And about his angels, he says, I make my angels swift winds and my ministers fiery flames. But about his son, he called him God, saying, your throne, O God, endures forever and ever, and you will rule your kingdom with justice and righteousness. For you had cherished righteousness and detested lawlessness. For this reason, God, your God, has anointed you and poured out the oil of bliss on you more than any of your friends. This is the words that God spoke when he was raising Jesus from the dead. He called him God. He said that his kingdom would last forever. And that kingdom, family, is you and I, that he's building this kingdom out of, a kingdom of priests that Revelation calls us. And when he brought Jesus into the world, he anointed him with the oil of gladness more than all of us, which is important. And that is important because of this. In the book of Ephesians, we find out that Jesus was made the head of all things to the church. But that actually means that he was made the head of all things for the benefit of the church. If he is our head, and God called him God, and God has anointed him with the oil of gladness, that means our head is always in a good mood, is in charge of everything, and can take care of everything on your behalf if you just take it to him. Now, there's one word I wanted to go back to in verse 5, where he says, today I have begotten you. Now, the underlying Aramaic text there basically leads you to the thought that God is saying, every day I beget you as my son. I think that is important as well for you and I, because as Jesus is, so are we. Every day God reaffirms our sonship or our daughtership. And when he reaffirms that, he's not just reaffirming it for himself, he's reaffirming it for you. And when you know who you are, family, you'll start to act like who you're meant to be. Family, I pray that this was a wonderful source of encouragement for you today. As usual, I absolutely love and adore each and every one of you. More importantly, Jesus loves you. Go make it a great day, family. It is beautiful out here. Hopefully we'll see you back here tomorrow.